crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get on out my problems, let me when I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go tonight. Blue City.
They run with Adrian Peterson, the second active leading rusher in the NFL. Adrian Peterson off to the races. The 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson, 75 yards. And the Redskins have taken a first quarter lead. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. So they are going for it. Now Dalton, and it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and that will force a turnover on downs. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the...
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Vernon Davis, 30 yards. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game.
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember... Old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them. They've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Keenum, he'll buy some time right. Caught right side, Davis. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A shotgun snap for Keenum. Rolling to his right. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Again, Keenum. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. This from 42 yards out. Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Dalton off play action. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Now the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. Dalton here from the gun. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. 17-0 our score after 1. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll try to pass on 4th down. Dalton. And that is going to be Incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. 4 down. 4 down. Check.
A toss play. This is Peterson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
59. 20.
Shotgun handoff to Thompson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Check nickel. All right. Go doctor.
On 2nd and 2, Keenum. And that is caught by the tight end Reed. Touchdown, Washington. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
That's the score. Redskins 24. Bengals nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ryan Anderson able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie up to make the tackle.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Dalton now to pass. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Keenum going to throw. Out to the left here to Reed. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On first down, it's Keenum. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First down. First and 10.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They'll run on first down. Thompson. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 15-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
We got four. We got four.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Sliding out of the pocket, and this one's incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and that takes us from second to third down. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they'd left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
This will be caught at about the 6, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And this Redskins offense continues to pour it on. Hopkins with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half.
Redskins 31, Bengals nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. On the toss, Mixon. 16 yards, a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And now to the air, Dalton. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. And if they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
Andy Dalton. He's got his man here. It's Green. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
First down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense.
Play action here with Dalton. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Throwing again. Dalton. Caught. Eifert over the middle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Dalton. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get 1, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here we go. 60 or.
Well, a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Giovanni Bernard, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Boy, not not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on 4th down. Back to throw. Eluding, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Ready. Go to base. Hey, tight. Got double tight.
A first throw for the backup Haskins. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And this Redskins offense is running away with this one. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Ready. 18 Gator. 6 to Mike. Man, I got you. Ready.
They'll begin here with Bernard. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. He's got a first down past the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They give it to Anderson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Caleb Brantley able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
And a Bengal first down.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Out to the left. He's got Sample there. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and 8. The throw caught by Cole. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Here we go. 15, Lonnie. 15 Lonnie. Sears right here, so we got to step it up. Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Toss play. This is Anderson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Back now at FedEx Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Bengals on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. Now a carry for Bernard. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3, 4th down. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Back to throw here. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Redskins are able to come up with a goal line stand.
Let's go. Pittsburgh. Right here. Check 3. 66. Mike's 50.
Now Haskins down around his goal line. Complete. It's a rookie from Ohio State, Terry McLaurin. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Geis. It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And that's complete to Brian Quinn. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 36 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Watch the run, watch the run.
From the 38, Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Redskins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Third down. Here's Haskins. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Watch his slant. Watch his slant.
5. To throw again on second down. Driscoll. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is caught. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And that touchdown there. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Shut! 60 yards. 3 butts, 3 butts, 3 butts.
Now a toss. This is Geis. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From midfield now, Haskins. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Haskins going to try to throw it. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing too.
Oh, she's singing. She's
on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Ready? 70, Indy.
In your face.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 48.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. This quarterback now 5 of 6. Very accurate since taking. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Haskins to throw it. Got his man over the middle. This is quick. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route, the drag, and being able to run away from defenders.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Here's Tressway now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Redskins as we say so long from FedEx Field.